Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of spiders, beings of which you fear the sting, and that are usually located on the walls of your house. So if you notice, what you really fear is your own carelessness, in the sense that you can pass your hand over there and without realizing it, the spider can bite you. Or you might also fear the fact that the spider has changed location and that for the same reason you can find it right in the place where you are going to be. If you think about it, this clearly shows that the presence of a spider near you comes to account for your inability to be calm, because there is a latent danger that you simply cannot control. In fact, you don't even dare to take the spider out of your house, with which it is also evident that you fear something very small which you do not even come close to, because in practice you don't want it to get into your clothes and to be able to travel your entire body with total freedom. On the other hand, you associate this arachnid with its spider web. That is, the fact of being trapped in a situation from which you have no escape and from which your adversary or predator has absolute control. And this is where the complexes of your unconscious that this dream is revealing begin to take shape. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video, so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of spiders. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you feel that there are people or situations that are controlling your existence, that they have you trapped and from which you want to get rid of. But you simply cannot because the domain they have over you is too broad. And because of that, your greatest wish expressed in this dream is the fact that you want to be the one who can control the lives not only of those people who manipulate you in the present, but actually of the whole world. But you don't dare to do it because this is directly associated with your unconscious fear of becoming a despot. And this happens because the people who in your past have controlled your life have generally abused that privilege. And that explains why control is such a complex thing for you, because you come from an environment where control was a symptom of abuse. Although, as you will discover later, this control was not given explicitly, but rather underground. The point is that today you want to control others. Actually, the dream reveals to me that you have always been a very controlling person, but that you did not dare to exercise that power because you did not want to become precisely those who did so much damage to you in the past. This is why you entered a logic where you let others control you. You are the type of person who has a hard time making decisions, and so you allow others to make them for you. But the point is that in the present, that way of proceeding is what is causing you all your states of anguish. Precisely because you want to take control not only of your life, but also of the life of the people around you. But obviously, it costs you a lot, because doing it implies going against everything you believe in the sense that control is something that is essentially bad. But the problem is that you have reached a stage in your life where this power which you repressed for many years, now it's struggling to get out because you want it, because you consider it necessary for the challenges you have for the next years of your life. But you don't dare to exercise it because your conscious self represses that part of you, because that way of interacting was what allowed you to adapt and survive the environments in which you coexisted. Deep down, it is an energy from your psyche that we need to release, redirect, and interconnect with your conscious self so that your mind can reach its full development. Since, as I always say, this energy is a remnant of your primitive self, the one that arose in your childhood and that was forced to select what it was you needed to survive, to adapt to the social environment in which you grew up. But today, your living conditions have changed. And that is why the spider presents itself in your subconscious as a symptom that reflects that desire of yours to take your place in the world, to use that part of your psyche to control others, which, as I have told you, collides with your conscious self, which represses that energy. And that is why you are somatizing in your real life through anxiety, anguish, depression, or anger, because in practice, you feel frustrated without knowing the reason for it. Well, what happened is that it is those forces of your psyche that have come into conflict and that lead you to express that contained energy that even you are not aware that was there, through the inability to live in harmony with your environment. That is why it is very practical to psychoanalyze dreams, because they are a reflection of your unconscious. It is the manifestation of the complexes of your psyche which are expressed in your subconscious. And that explains why in your real life you feel so frustrated with people or situations without knowing the cause, because clearly this dream reveals that all your anxiety will arise just when you perceive that there are people who have control over you, because it is going to be there where that desire of yours to control others will be expressed with more force. What clearly in this phase of your life you simply cannot, because it is that complex of your psyche that prevents you from doing so. Now, when did all this come up? Well, as I already indicated, in your childhood. To me, this dream suggests that you grew up in an environment where a large part of your life was in chaos. You are the daughter or son of parents who did not value structures. For sure, there was a lot of disorder in your life. But the problem is that you are essentially a controlling person. You like organization, defined things, but what happened in those years? Every time you wanted to express that part of your personality, this was inescapably repressed by your parents, siblings, or relatives. That when they realized that your way of being put their own sense of self-sufficiency at risk, what did they do? Because they coerced you through teasing, or sometimes even from the blows. And that is why that part of your psyche was hidden for many years inside your unconscious. But today that you are an adult who can defend for yourself more easily, that part is precisely the one that is struggling to get out. But you cannot do it because your self adapted to the world prevents you from doing it, with the consequent symptoms associated with this: anxiety, depression, anguish, or anger. That they won't go away until you release that energy, because this dream is a warning from your psyche, which is indicating to me the part of your mental structure that needs to be intervened. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see a spider in one of your dreams. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams, or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate to my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!